Hi everyone, this is Stefano from Coalossal V VIV. In today's video I'm going to show you the interaction between two very different decks from Vivid Voltage. One is a new deck and one is an updated version of a deck we know. The goal of this video is to experiment with this new expansion and try and foresee how the metagame will shift and what impact Vivid Voltage will make on next tournament's metagame. For this video I was joined by GYROSEAN, an American content creator that makes great videos, and I suggest you go check out his channel because you won't regret it. This collaboration of Sean and I turned out to create two different videos. In the video you're watching, which is my video, you're gonna see Coalossal VMAX played by myself against Inteleon VMAX played by Sean. He's playing an updated version with a lot of new cards, and I didn't know what his list looked like, and he didn't know what my list looked like. And now I'll let you meet Sean.
Hello, I'm GYROSEAN, if you haven't heard of me. And yeah, I'm going to be playing against Stefano today. And the deck that I'm playing against him is going to be an Inteleon VMAX list. So I'm going to go over the deck profile before we jump into the matches. And then, yeah, if you like this video, obviously subscribe to Coalossal V VIV. I hope I pronounced that correctly for the Italian viewers. And then if you like the decks that I do, I'm gonna have another video with Stefano on my channel where I'm playing Togekiss and he will be playing an updated Eternatus deck. So you can hop over to my channel as well and check that video out. Link to my channel in the description, but let's get into the Inteleon deck. All right, so here is the deck list. So this is more of an update to Inteleon. If you're familiar with Inteleon VMAX at all, this won't be terribly surprising, but basically we are going to be playing a 3-3 line of Inteleon VMAX. You could play 4 Inteleon V, that might be safer to be honest, but 3-3 for now. And then the only other new attacker in this is this Alolan Sandslash GX, sort of playing around with this for the Spiky Storm GX to do 100 damage to all the Pokemon that have any damage counters on them. Obviously, this pairs, I think, better with Galarian Darmanitan, but that has metal weakness, and so it's rough. It's rough. But 100 damage, if you add in the Telescopic Sight, is 130 to any Pokemon that has damage counters. So you could set some things up with just one attack. So you could do 160 with Inteleon, theoretically. Put 90 on a benched Pokemon, and then do 130 to that, which is 220. That technically knocks out a Zacian. So you could actually do in 2 turns, hit into a ADP and then knock out ADP and Zacian on the bench. Take 5 prizes all in that turn. So yeah, you could do a lot there. You could do a lot. So we have a 2-2 line of the Alolan Sandslash, 3-2 line of Frostmoth. I know normally you want to play 3 Frostmoth, but we also have 1 Nessa, so you can recycle some of those cards. Another card that I think really is good in any of these spread archetypes is Fion, so we have 1 Fion. Outside of that, the main things that are new are we have 3 of these Telescopic Sights that add 30 damage to attacks on benched Vs and GXs. So that's how we get that 90 damage off of that max bullet to a benched Dedenne or Crobat, so you can take a clean 2-shot on it. And then we have 1 Nessa, which puts up to 4 in any combination of water Pokemon or water energy from your discard into your hand. Great for maybe recycling some energy late game, or grabbing energy and a couple of Pokemon that you need to evolve late game as well, so you don't have to worry too much about throwing away certain Pokemon, as long as you still have Nessa that you have access to maybe. But yeah, that's basically the deck profile. It's the same as probably what you're familiar with. So yeah, I will send you back over to Stefano now to take you through the rest of this video. Thanks for having me on. Yeah.
So this is my list, the list I'm gonna play in this video, and this is a very standard Coalossal VMAX list. As you can see, we have a 4-3 line of Coalossal, and let me just quickly explain what this new card does, because it's been less than a week since it was released. Coalossal VMAX lets you deal 40 damage for 1 energy, but you have to discard the first card of your deck. And if that card is an energy, you can attach it to Coalossal VMAX, and not only do you do that, you also deal 90 more damage. So it's 130 damage on your second turn, at the cost of 1 energy. It's not too much, but this is meant to be like a tank deck, because you try to build as much energy as possible to be able to deal 240 damage with GMAX Boulder. Once you can do that, you have 330 HP, and you have a retreat cost of 4. What does that mean? You can play buff padding that gives you 50 more HP. You have now 380 HP. And if you play Stone Energy, you take 20 less damage for each Stone Energy attached to you. So say you have 2 Stone Energy attached, you have now essentially 420 HP. How do you put that energy on top of your deck in order to attach it with the first attack of Coalossal? You play Oranguru, and I play 3 because I want to make sure that I can see them as soon as possible. This is also one of the reasons why Mewtwo is so good in this deck, because it helps you put a supporter card on top of your deck, and you can draw it with Oranguru, and put an energy on top of it at the same time. This is a Jirachi based Coalossal VMAX. I'm not playing for Jirachi, which I normally would, because the deck doesn't need too much to function, so you don't really need to start with Jirachi. If you do, it's much better, but it's not necessary. I'm also playing a Galarian Zigzagoon. Some lists might prefer the martial arts dojo in order to increase the damage that you deal. I prefer Galarian Zigzagoon because you can search for it, and you can also use it as many times as needed with Scoop Up Nets. There is a Galarian Sirfetch'd V, which is an attacker that you would normally not use in a game, but if you're against a lone Zamazenta V, you need to have a way to respond to it. And this is also good because when you move it from the bench to the active position, you can move all the energy from your other Pokemon to it. So maybe you have a very damaged Coalossal VMAX, maybe you don't wanna give your opponent the possibility to draw 3 prize cards, you can attack with Galarian Sirfetch'd. And I'm playing 2 Dedenne GXs here. I'm not playing Crobat because sometimes you just wanna draw 6 cards. And since we have many ways of retrieving supporters thanks to Mewtwo, and the rest of the cards, well, we're basically just using them when we draw them, I'd rather have Dedenne and ensure that I can draw 6 cards. I don't want to risk drawing only 3 or 4 cards and missing the card that I need. Dedenne is more like a wild card in here. You don't want to use it every game. I've got 2 because sometimes you need to have 1 at the beginning of the game, and sometimes you need 1 late game after a stamp or a Marnie, and you need to find the supporter. As for supporters, I'm playing 4 Professors to Research and 2 Marnies. You don't need much more than that. You have Dedenne and you also have a Jirachi engine, and this deck is also a tank deck. As soon as you set up your Coalossal, you don't need to draw so many cards. We have 2 Mellow and Lanas, there might be 3, but I prefer only a count of 2 to start, and I prefer using Mewtwo as much as possible. We have 3 Boss's Orders and 1 Great Catcher. A lot of Gaston options because we want to make sure that we can target those Dedennes whenever we want. So if your opponent plays down a Dedenne or a Crobat, we want to make sure that we're gonna draw 2 prize cards from those cards. 4 switches, 4 Scoop Up Nets, we want to make sure we can use Jirachi, Mewtwo, Galarian Zigzagoon as much as possible. And we have 4 Pokemon Communication and 4 Quick Balls, because we want to make sure that we can find all the Pokemon we need. It's not as easy as it seems to have a Coalossal VMAX on your second turn with 2 energy attached and a 3rd energy on top of the deck thanks to Oranguru. So that's also part of the reason why I'm playing 3. We have 12 energies that sometimes I wish were more, sometimes I wish were less. So 12 seems like a good count for a moment. Would you like to build these decks but you don't have the cards online? You can buy Vivid Voltage codes or any other expansion codes on Buy PTCGO codes. If you use the link in the description of my video, or if you type VIVILE as a discount code, you will pay 5% less. Before we begin, if you like this video and if you'd like to see more of this, please tell me in the comment and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I won the coin flip, and I wanna go first. I've got a nice looking hand, can't complain. I mean, I've seen better. I play Jirachi and Oranguru because they're better starters, but I mean, you've got Dedenne, you've got buff padding, you've got Stone Energy. I will just hope that the Dedenne gives me everything that I need, which is just a stage 1 Pokemon and an Oranguru with an energy. Should not be too hard. Let's see. My opponent starts with a Sandslash and grabs a Snom. Capacious Bucket. He needs an Inteleon V. Otherwise, things are not looking too good. Okay, that's a Professor's Research. Discarding. Yeah, he chose to not to play Marnie, and I think I'd have done the same because I just attached. He doesn't know that my hand doesn't look so bad. Hopefully I can draw a prize card next turn on that Sandslash. I'm trying to win him with 4 attacks. So 1 on a Dedenne, 1 on a Sandslash, and then 2 attacks on an Inteleon. Things might go differently if he switches between different Inteleons, or if he plays a lot of Dedennes and Crobats, and so that I can just gust them and attack 3 times, but that usually doesn't work, so that's not the strategy that I suggest adopting when using this deck. I think the best way is just to find a balance between healing, gusting Dedennes and Crobats, and attacking for huge amounts of damage the active Pokemon. So the first Dedenne is coming. As you've seen, I'm playing a Great Catcher in this deck just because the Dedenne is so easy to knock out with this deck. And so I wanna make sure that I can draw 2 prizes at the end of the game against that deck. That Dedenne. So a nice looking start for my opponent. He's okay, he wants to give me a prize card there, okay. So now I'm just gonna take an Oranguru, they're all here. 9 energies, so only 1 is prized, can't complain really. So I might use Boss's Orders, but if I know I need to, I don't even have a Coalossal VMAX. I was almost forgetting, so let's just ensure that I can both find the VMAX and the energy, which doesn't look like something I'm gonna be able to do. That's not the best thing. I mean, I might draw into a Coalossal VMAX. Let's do this. Did I just draw into a Coalossal VMAX? Really? I mean, okay, I mean, there was a bad hand, but thanks to this draw, it turned into a very good hand. So let's just use the other Oranguru because I did not expect to do this. I mean, I might even gust up a Dedenne, but I wanna save some resources. Yeah, that was lucky. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. As you can see, Mellow and Lana and Great Catcher are those cards that normally in other decks would be used for more consistency. So for instance, a 4/4 line of Coalossal VMAX. And when they clog up your hand, you risk drawing too many of them and missing the important parts of your deck. And I got lucky, Oranguru saved me, but usually you don't draw these cards all together. I mean, it does happen, of course, but not always. Okay, let's see. My opponent only needs an energy to start attacking. So let's see. I would have been behind 1 prize, and the good thing about this deck is that it plays Mallow and Lana, and Mallow and Lana works because in many other decks you'd be knocked out on the following turn anyway. In this case, you can essentially get 1 extra turn when you use Mallow and Lana. So when you have slower starts, like the one I was about to have, you're not out of the game. I mean, you probably will win anyway if nothing goes wrong for the rest of the game. So let's see, does he have an energy? Okay, yeah, of course he does. So a pretty strong board for my opponent. Let's see what he decides to do, because it's not easy to figure out where those prizes should be taken from when you're playing Inteleon, because you attack your bench, and yeah, that Dedenne is a very good looking prize, but he might rather attack both Coalossals and try and knock out 2 Pokemon in the whole game. I will probably use Mallow and Lana, and maybe Dedenne, although I don't think I will have enough cards in my hand. Yeah, no, I probably won't, so let's just see. So he's choosing to attack Dedenne. Okay, so I drew the energy, which makes things a lot easier. I won't be knocked out anytime soon. I don't wanna remain with no cards in my hand, so I will just use Primate Wisdom to maybe save this Quick Ball in case my opponent wants to Marnie me. Okay, and draw a Quick Ball, because that's how it works when you're using Oranguru to be conservative. And yeah, I mean, I just wanna attack that Inteleon, and I'm 2 attacks away from winning the game. So 1 on that Inteleon and 1 on that Dedenne or Sandslash. So I need to... I mean, I can prepare a second Coalossal to attack the last Dedenne or to finish up that Inteleon. Or I could cure that Coalossal, I could heal it and see what I could do. So he's charging up Frostmoth. My opponent's deck is going great this time. He only has, wow, 11 cards left. So all his resources are where they're supposed to be. He just needs a second Inteleon VMAX. Although, oh, he probably finished his supporters. So let's see. If he had an Inteleon VMAX, he probably would have attached to this other Inteleon to force me to attack once more. Okay, so this looks pretty safe for me, because now I can heal and I can knock it out, and I'm just 1 Great Catcher away from winning the game. I have to get rid of these Quick Balls, which is really unfortunate, but I mean, that's the price that I have to pay. So let's just do this. And draw that Oranguru. And I guess that I want to save that Great Catcher in case he plays 4 Marnies, which might be the case, by the way. We'll just attach here and knock this out. So it's not easy for a deck that does not deal too much damage at the same time to attack Coalossal VMAX, because if I can find my Mallow and Lana, I mean, this guy here has 380 HP and 2 stone energies. Essentially, you need to deal 420 damage to win. It's unbelievable. And I also drew this Mewtwo, which makes this boss's orders very useful. I didn't do anything in this game. I didn't even play a supporter. I didn't even use Jirachi. I could find everything that I needed at the beginning of the game. As you can see, it was a very good start for me. That Oranguru draw, put me in a great spot. Although Mallow and Lana saved me 1 turn and might save me next turn too, so I could have gotten that turn back if anything went wrong. So this is a deck that, unlike the decks we're used to at the moment, can play a more long-term strategy. Usually you just want to attack 4 times in a game and just win. In this case, you can take a couple of turns more, and you are probably fine anyway. Boss's orders to slow me down, I guess. Yeah. So my opponent probably wants to attack that Coalossal and damage the benched Coalossal. Hoping that I don't have game in hand, unfortunately for him, though. There's a great catcher and a switch. Oh! What was he looking for? Is that prized? I guess it is. 4 cards. Broken Heart to Sean. So a great start from my opponent that unfortunately didn't allow him to do more. So now I just need a switch. And I have Mallow and Lana and switch. So I will just play this, and I don't even need the great catcher, and just knock it out. So my start, yeah, I mean, I can't complain, to be honest. I've seen better, but Pokémon, Quick Ball, yeah, why not? You know what? I'm not even gonna use Pokémon because I have everything that I need to. Yeah, I can scoop up next turn. I mean, there's really no need to hurry. I just wanna ensure that I draw into a Pokémon next turn in case he Marnies me. He tends to do it a lot. That's a perfect draw. If he didn't play Fiona, I would have used the Scoop Up Net to already put that Coalossal in the active position. But in this case, it doesn't make any sense. So he's taking a Snom, he needs an Inteleon. Okay, so basics are not gonna be an issue this time. And I hope, and I really hope, he doesn't have Marnie in his hand, because I really wanna save this hand. Capacious Bucket, yeah. Okay, so please don't use Marnie. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Was that a boss's orders? That was a Marnie! Awesome. Okay, so I have everything that I need. There's really nothing that I will need more than this. So I will just have this Oranguru. Too bad I have to discard this Pokemon communication, but you know, could be worse. And yeah, I don't have anything besides this, which do I want to use this Mewtwo already and try and draw Professor? No, what am I no, yeah, I could do that. I could draw Professor's Research. I mean, he could Marnie me. He might not. So let's just do this. Draw that Research. Nothing else that I need to do. That's the kind of start that you want with this deck. You don't need anything else. You just want to never miss an energy drop, although if it does happen, it's not too much of an issue, because you can heal yourself with Mallow and Lana, and yeah, that's just one wasted turn, but that's essentially not really wasted. So he's probably going to attack. Okay, yeah. So did I just discard a Mallow and Lana? I discarded it before, right? Yeah. So it's probably too soon to use it. Yeah, I don't really need to already. I just need an energy for the moment. Yeah, I'll probably use Marnie this turn, because I have a lot of useful resources in my hand. And I'm confident that I'm gonna draw into one energy even with a Marnie. Might even be time to set up a second Coalossal. Because now I'm gonna use this one just to knock out an Inteleon VMAX. And then I'll set up a second one to deal with a Dedenne or a Crobat or even an Inteleon VMAX. I expect him to play one Crobal or Dedenne. At least one. Okay, that's a Dedenne. I might even want to knock it out next turn. You know, that might be interesting, since I have the Great Catcher. Might be hard to find a Great Catcher in the later stages of the game, so let's just see. His deck's going perfectly. There's nothing else that he wants to do. Okay. I definitely don't want to Marnie him, but I do want to knock out that Dedenne. He will never knock me out in one turn. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I just get rid of this. Stutter Wish, no, it's an easy prize I don't want to give. So let's just knock out that Dedenne very easily. I want to save a Mellow and Lana for next turn. I mean, I should be able to find an energy in 7 cards. Oh man, there's no energy. Okay, there's a Dedenne, but I played 12, come on! Okay, so let's just prepare the second Coalossal. I checked how many I had, right? Yeah, I still have 9. So I should be able to find everything that I need. So let's just get maybe a second Oranguru, why not? There's no other basics that I need at the moment. So I can both save the Mellow and Lana, and then use Oranguru again in case I wanted to. Or do I want to save this switch? No, I want to save the Mellow and Lana. How many switches do I have left? A lot. Let me draw an energy. Makes it all easier. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to draw. I just remove some damage from here. And please, draw me one energy. Not asking for... Oh! 1! 1! Okay. I can do it, okay. Yeah. I just saved this Mellow and Lana because I want it for next turn. Okay, please, I'm asking once again, don't Marnie me. Though I don't think you can. You only have 2 cards in your hand. I just want to use Mellow and Lana on my next turn and basically create a checkmate scenario. Marnie! Oh, okay, so I probably won't be able to retreat whoever I get. Okay, maybe... Okay, I got a switch, but I could also retreat manually with that Dedenne, which actually doesn't make a difference. It's not easy to play a deck like Inteleon against a deck that can heal itself, and that has so much HP. I still haven't found my buff padding though. Now next turn's plan is ensuring that I find a boss's orders to close out this game. Because he can attack with another Inteleon and forcing me to use one more attack. And I don't want to let him do that. So that's a max bullet. So now I'm in trouble, but okay, I found buff padding, though I don't need it. I really don't. 140, yeah, I mean, I'll discard it, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I can get it back with this stadium. Awesome. I want to save the switch. I mean, I'm not gonna need that second Coalossal anytime soon. Well, I can evolve it, no reason not to. And I might want to use Oranguru. No, why would I? Let's just attack. Okay, so he needs a lot more attacks to win. Probably should have attached that buff padding now that I think about it, because he would have needed more attacks, even more attacks to win. Yeah, I mean, I'm still in a great spot because I'm only one attack away from winning the game. One boss's orders away now that he found the Inteleon. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that turn that I gained thanks to Mellow and Lana put me in a great spot, because now he can attack me with the second Inteleon, then I can deal 240 damage, and then I can just get a knockout on that Coalossal, but I have another Coalossal on my bench. And he doesn't know that's a switch, and he hoped he wasn't a switch, but it is. But I need a boss's orders as well. How many supporters do I have left? Oh, basically all of them. And also only one Scoop Up Net, which makes it... But he also used Marnie, I guess, sometime in the game. And so the last Scoop Up Net might be in the bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah, that's the best thing I could do. I can just do this, get back this energy. Sean doesn't like what I just did, and I agree. Oh, okay, this is 240. So now both Coalossals are ready to win me this game. I kind of bricked myself because there are too many things on my bench and I'm not drawing the rest of my supporters, but I'm in a pretty strong position anyway. I'm just one attack away from winning. And if he attacks with Sandslash, he cannot knock this out. And if he attacks with Inteleon, I will knock him out. So I don't think so. I mean, well, of course I need to find a boss's orders to win. So let's see, I know that I will draw into one energy. But he's not knocking me out, so I should have some time. Well, let's see. This one's knocked out. Yeah, situations got worse now, I guess. Did I misplay it here? I was in such a great spot. I mean, I haven't tested too much with this deck, but it looks like maybe I might have done something different. Oh man! Sean, we haven't known each other for a long time, but I'm so sorry, man. I've been dead drawing. Please. Man, I'm so sorry.
It's so interesting playing a number of these games and seeing like the different hands that you get with these decks too, because like sometimes they're really good and sometimes they're just absolutely awful. The hands that you start with.
Oh, why did you say awful as a last word before I could see my hand? It's your fault. What am I gonna do?
Oh no.
Now that's a problem. Oh man. Can you please donk me?
I don't think this deck can donk you.
Can you find a way?
Let me see here. All this deck can do, the most this deck can do on turn 1 is 70 damage, unfortunately. But we can, I mean, we'll go another turn. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to Marnie you. So you're going to get a Marnie.
I didn't even put a Professor T-shirt on top of the deck.
Oh, no.
I mean,
let's do this.
How could it be any worse than this?
Oh, my. I think we should start over. Because I have prized all 3 or 4 of my Inteleon Vs.
Oh, please.
This is not. I know. I'm serious. I have no Inteleon Vs. You know what? This is an Alolan Sandslash deck right now. How about that?
I mean, considering my start, you might even end up winning.
Let's do that.
Okay. We are having fun though. That's what the game's supposed to be.
This is just crazy. That's what this is. Okay. Okay.
Capacious pocket.
Mm-hmm. And what else do we want to do here? I think we're just gonna pass. No, you know what? You know what?
Are you gonna Marnie me? I wanna see if you Marnie me, what happens. Oh, you're the Danny.
Yeah, I'm not gonna Marnie you. Nah, this isn't happening. No Marnie for you. If I don't get Inteleon, you don't get Marnie.
So you're asking me to Professor's research with 2 stone energy in my hand.
Yes, basically. Let's do that. And then we are going to pass.
I mean, a very good player is supposed to find a way to win even in this situation.
That's true. So I just got to be a very good player right now. That's the key.
I was talking about myself, but that was for you too.
Oh, I mean, like what I'm saying is I have no Inteleon in the deck. So I have to somehow
your position might even be worse than mine.
Yeah, at least you have Pokemon in the deck.
Yeah. I mean, I think I have Pokemon in the deck. Okay, so there's one.
There you go. Okay, we got there. We're getting there.
I mean, I don't want to do anything else because I'm too scared. So I'll just pass.
Okay. If this recording turns out good, this will be hilarious, honestly.
Yeah, it really will.
Let's go ahead and put that back in. Yeah, we'll get this out.
So did you say you have all your Inteleon Vs or all but one in your prize cards?
I have no Inteleon Vs.
No Inteleon Vs, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I have nothing. So we are going to put the other Sandshrew down.
I mean, it might even turn out to be a better deck if you focus on Alolan Sandslash.
I mean,
who knows?
Oh no. Oh boy. Well, this is interesting. So we're just gonna do that. And I will just retreat.
I wish you used that Theon.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not about to give you a Coalossal VMAX attacker. You're gonna have to find that switch.
I just drew into a switch.
Okay, obviously, clearly.
So let's just waste some resources just to find. Okay, so I priced 2 Coalossal VMAX, so but I got the 3rd.
Okay. Whew. Well, you prized 2, and then there's 1 in the discard.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I prized 1 then. Yeah.
Okay. You prized 1, you got rid of 1. So what you're saying is this is the only attacker I have to go through the whole game?
Yeah, but you need to go through it.
This is true. This is going to be rough.
I mean, why didn't I discard any energies so far? Let's just... I mean, please, draw me 1 energy. Oh man! Oh man!
Okay.
I just drew an energy when I put 1 on top of my deck.
Oh my gosh, gross.
That's the best
this
game.
one may not be much of a game. Oh, okay. We might have something still. We might have something. Although, oh no, you're going to be hitting 240 though next turn.
Yeah.
That's not good. I don't like that. Oh, I don't know why I switched. I clicked the wrong card. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering what was going on over there.
I just clicked the wrong thing. I just need to buy myself some time at this point.
I got all that I need.
You know, you're down 3 switches, though. Oh, scoop up net.
Yeah, but I need to find an energy, but... Am I going to discard this all hand? I mean, do I need Oranguru? I don't need it anymore. I can just go all in with this Coalossal.
I mean, you know that I don't have any other attackers, so it's kind of like... Okay.
I mean, look at my board. What else do you need?
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I don't see there's any way for me to win this one. I'm top decking without any attackers right now, so it's looking so good. Yeah, I think this is a scoop. I don't have anything. I can't even attack.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna concede that one.
Yeah, that was fun. At least we had fun.
It was weird because you had a terrible starting hand and I didn't have any Inteleon, so it's like, well.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this first collaboration of Il Covo di Weevil. I really did, and I invite you to go check out the video on GYROSEAN's channel. These 2 videos are meant to be watched together to try and get an idea of how Vivid Voltage might impact the metagame. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to like the video if you liked it, and please tell me if you enjoyed the video in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next week.